Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Guys, today we're going to be reacting to Charlie Kirk on why Americans need to own guns. Guys, this should be really interesting. Let's get right into this.
I want to ask, how do you believe we can further prevent the government from infringing upon our Second Amendment rights?
Yeah, it's a timely question with what's happening today in Tennessee. So everything in life is a choice and a trade-off. Anybody who tells you differently is an infant. And so you have to prioritize things that matter more than others. This is why I love Aristotle. He talks constantly about hierarchies, right? He talks about the hierarchy of the good, the hierarchy of choices, the hierarchy of behavior, the hierarchy of character. And so when it comes to firearms or guns, we must first ask the question of why. Why do we have a Second Amendment? It is not for hunting, but I do love hunting. Do we love hunting out here, everybody? Hunting is very important. It is not even for self-defense, but that's very important. Defending your home, defending your family is a moral good. The unpopular, to say, but morally correct reason we have a Second Amendment is so that free people can defend their rights given to them by God in case government becomes tyrannical. God forbid that ever happens, okay? Now, I fully acknowledge that comes with a cost. The cost is this. If you make that argument that people should be able to own firearms against a usurpatious potential tyrannical government, you're going to have negative externalities. You're going to have gang shootings. You're going to have mass shootings. The question is, how do we minimize it? And the question is, how do we reduce it to almost zero? And we have never had that proper conversation. For example, if banks and sporting events have armed guards, every school in America should have armed guards sitting 24/7 at the school. Period. End of story. If airports have armed guards, schools should have armed guards. And so you must come after it morally clear. I will never say that we'll get gun deaths to zero because we live in a broken world and we live in a place where there's a lot of nut jobs and a lot of evil people. But the choice that I'm unwilling to make, I am not willing to say we get rid of all of guns. Why? Because even more evil than an isolated incident there and an isolated shooting there is a tyrannical government that wants to exterminate its citizens. And so that is the way we must talk about guns. Reduce and minimize the criminality and the shootings through prudent and proper restrictions, which most of the times mean good people with a firearm to protect against a bad person with a firearm. And so how do we make sure the government doesn't come after our guns? We need constitutional carry in every red state. I think Texas finally has passed it. Am I right about that? Which is great. But you need your politicians to stop tap dancing around the issue. They're afraid to make the argument I just made because the media mocks them. Lean in. The 20th century has showed us time and time again 150 million people were murdered because they took the guns away. We must be clear why we have a Second Amendment. The Second Amendment protects all the other amendments. Thank you so much.
So guys, at first I was, hesitating, but this is a really good argument, and I agree with him when he said that the government, they don't want to, have these arguments because I feel like most of them know how things are going to turn out and it may not be good for them. But guys, either ways, this was a really, really bright argument and it does make sense. I mean, having firearms, like why should banks, airports have firearms and the school can have, I mean, the school is full of kids and a lot of people go there. So if this place are worthy of having, firearms, then the school should be worthy to have firearms. I mean, to protect the students who come and go. And also, I feel like people should have guns for self-defense, protecting your family. I mean, it's necessary. And you see, the thing is, there are good people in this world and there are also bad people. And if the crime rate can drop, can reduce totally, help everyone, I feel, will be able to live in peace. But then having like people defend themselves from bad people could turn into, okay, it's a good thing, call for self-defense, but it could turn into something else. I mean, there's advantage and disadvantage to everything under this earth. And, allowing civilians have, their own guns could turn into something else. I believe you get what I'm trying to say. But I'm not going to explain further. I'm just going to, leave the comment section open. Let's talk. Because most times when I'm, trying to reply to questions like this, I feel I need someone to, you know, challenge me back and say, no, I don't think what you're saying is correct. I don't think I agree with anything you're saying. I mean, this is how it is. This is this. And then I want to be able to say, I don't also agree with you and bring up my points. Like, I need to converse with someone on this. So, guys, the comment section is open. Drop what your thoughts are on this particular topic and let's debate on it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.